Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, we will discuss NVIDIA stock movement for today and make an assessment for tomorrow and rest of the week. We will also take a look at NVIDIA related news and other AI stocks. We will also discuss economic data due this week that can impact NVIDIA stock price. Some people wanted to have an access to Excel files that I use in my some videos. So I made this Patreon account. You can find the link in the description. I started loading the same videos there with the attaching files if I ever used. You can get Patreon membership if you want access to files I used in my videos. I also loaded some of my old videos with Excel files there. Now, let's get started with today's NVIDIA analysis. You see NVIDIA stock chart for today on your screen. NVIDIA opened at 884, it made a high 900, it made a low 876, and it closed at 894. So nothing much changed from yesterday. NVIDIA is still on the consolidation mode, doing sideways. As I mentioned yesterday and last week, that I'm not expecting NVIDIA to go high, and the chances of going down is higher than going high. So another thing you notice that today's close is lower than yesterday's close. So that is also telling that NVIDIA is building pressure to go further down. We'll talk more in detail when we will be taking a look at NVIDIA technical charts in a bit. Now moving on, 5 days NVIDIA down 6%, 1 month NVIDIA up 4.9%, and 6 months NVIDIA up 105%. The last 6 months, the correction is due. Looks like it started building some pressure to make some correction. We'll talk more on correction when I'm talking about Fibonacci levels in a bit. Now going back to the 1-day chart, regarding my new position today, I also opened a limit buy position at 855 today, but I could not get it because NVIDIA didn't go down to that level. Remember, I already had bought NVIDIA shares at 915, so I'm at a loss some points, but I'm not too much worried about it because eventually NVIDIA will come back. Now let's talk about technical charts. I'm showing you 30-day 1-hour interval chart. You see the lowest point is 667, the highest point is 962. RSI at this point is 43.9. Doesn't tell much about oversold or overbought condition at this point. So based on RSI, NVIDIA can go in either direction tomorrow. Now let's take a look at MACD. You see MACD? So MACD line is below zero. So that tells that NVIDIA started to build momentum to go further down, which I predicted yesterday already, right? But the momentum is very slow. Even if it's going down, it's very slow, okay? So I'm not seeing a very strong push or pull on NVIDIA at this point. Now take a look 30 minutes interval chart. In a 90-day 30 minutes interval chart, you see MACD touching zero line for so many days. Now from today it started going down below zero line, right? So that tells the same thing. So it's trying to build some momentum to go further down, but it still was not able to make a very strong momentum. We'll see what happens tomorrow. The good thing is, since the strong momentum to go further down is not there, so I'm expecting it will move slow even if it's going down. And the RSI in a 30 minutes interval chart is at 46. So same story. At this point, RSI is neither oversold nor overbought. Now let's take a look at Fibonacci levels. So now I have Fibonacci levels starting from 0% to 100%. The lowest point is 667, the highest 962 in a 30-day hourly interval chart. As we saw yesterday, the next level of support is at 892. So NVIDIA is trading around 892 at this point. And after that, the next support is 849. So if NVIDIA gets more momentum, it will try to test this 849 level. So I don't see any strong momentum at this point on Nvidia to take it to 849 sometime tomorrow. On the upper side, the strong resistance is at 962. So if Nvidia builds some strong momentum to go further up, it will try to test this 962 level. But I'm not seeing that's happening sometime tomorrow or rest of the week, unless something changes that we do not predict at this point. Now let's take a look Bollinger Bands. So I have the Bollinger Bands in the 30-day hourly interval chart. So in the Bollinger Bands, we have upper band, the lower band, and the green line, that is 20-day moving average. The upper and lower band is basically the standard deviations. So you see that at this point, Nvidia stock is touching the green line, that is 20-day moving average. That tells that it's not too bad for Nvidia, so there is no strong push in either direction. Okay, not up, not down. So the buying and the selling forces are balancing each other out very well at this point. Now let's take a look some news regarding Nvidia. On the left side of your screen, these are all Nvidia news for today. I went over one by one. I do not see any unusual or any big news regarding Nvidia. That's why Nvidia could not build any momentum to go further high or further low at this point. So it's waiting for some kind of news or data. So the only thing which I can highlight is this one. We say that Nvidia stock is down today, but it's not a demand problem. In their opinion, the Nvidia demand is still strong. It's doing some kind of correction at this point. Now let's take a look other AI stocks. You see SoundHound 3.2% down, AMD 2.5% down, SMCI 2.6% down, Avago 0.85% down, Nvidia 1.01% down. So all of the AI stocks are down today. So this tells that the market is waiting for some kind of good news or data that can trigger these AI stocks further high. Okay, now let's take a look economic data due this week. See on your screen economic data for this week. As I mentioned yesterday, I do not see any significant data getting released before Friday. Friday we have US non-farm payroll, and that is important. I'll make a video explaining non-farm payrolls, historical data, and future expectation. So please watch for my video tomorrow. Other than that, I do not see any other data coming up this week. And that's a good news for market because no other data can hinder or can impact the market before Friday this week. So if I summarize today's discussion, Nvidia does not have a strong momentum at this point to take it further high. It's slowly moving down because no other data or exciting news regarding Nvidia at this point to push it further high. So I'm expecting Nvidia to move slow this week in either direction. Most probably it's down. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.